Now in this video we'll learn how to frame equations, pair of linear equations in two variable, and also comparison of their ratios. So I'm discussing here question number 1 of exercise 3.2, first part. First I'm going to read the question. 10 students of class 10th took part in a mathematics quiz. If number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys, so let the number of boys be x and the number of girls will be y. So we have designated them as their number is x and y. Now number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys. Girls are 4 more than the number of boys, so that means x plus 4, number of boys plus 4 more is equal to the number of girls. So this is your first equation. Now if you rearrange the terms and bring the y term to the left, x minus y plus 4 equal to 0. This is your equation number 1. Second equation, 10 students participated in the mathematics quiz. So that means number of girls plus number of boys is equal to 10. I am taking 10 to the left hand side. So this is the second equation. Am I clear with the two equations? Now after we have framed the equations, we can simply compare the ratios. Like for example, if I compare the two equations with the standard form a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0 as I have listed in the introductory video. So a1 here is x. In the first equation, coefficient of x is a1 and a2 is also x. So a1 upon a2 is 1 by 1. Next, b1 upon b2 is, b1 in the first equation is the coefficient of y, that is minus 1. b2 is plus 1. Third case, c1 upon c2. c1 upon c2, c1 is plus 4, c2 is minus 10. So 4 upon minus 10, or it can be very well written as minus 2 by 5 if reduced to lowest form. Fine. Please remember, whenever there is a negative sign with the term, with the number, if the negative sign is with the denominator or with the numerator or exactly in the middle, it represents the same negative rational number or same negative number. Now we have compared the ratios. So here we find a1 upon a2 is coming 1. b1 upon b2 is coming minus 1. c1 upon c2 is coming minus 2 by 5. So basically in all the three, from all the three ratios we can conclude that a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2 is not equal to c1 upon c2. Hence the system of equations represent intersecting lines with exactly one solution. I hope you have understood how do we compare the ratios. Let's take one more example. Question number 2. Second part. The equations are 9x plus 3y plus 12 equal to 0 and 18x plus 6y plus 24 equal to 0. So these are the pair of linear equations in two variables. We'll find a1 upon a2. Very precisely, a1 upon a2, the coefficients of x term in both the equations. So 9 by 18, lowest form 1 by 2. Let's calculate b1 upon b2, 3 by 6, lowest form 1 by 2. Let's calculate c1 upon c2, 12 by 24, lowest form 1 by 2. So what do we conclude? We conclude here that all the three ratios A1 upon A2, B1 upon B2, C1 upon C2 are coming equal to 1 by 2. This means lines are coincident. Means there are infinite solutions for this pair of equation. Clear? Let's discuss one more example. Now I'm going to take one example where I'm going to explain you the graph as well, how to plot the graph. So for this I'm taking question number 7 of exercise 3.2. Question number 7 exercise 3.2. Pair of equations are given. X minus y plus 1 equal to 0. 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. Now we have to represent these two equations graphically. After we represent them graphically, then we have to find the coordinates of the triangle which will be formed with these equations and the x-axis, and also to find the area of the triangle. So now the very first thing is we'll find to represent the equations graphically, we need to draw the Cartesian plane. Now the two equations are x minus y plus 1 equal to 0 and 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. If you have a look, I have drawn the Cartesian plane, the xy plane, and also I have drawn the table to find the corresponding values of x and y. First, the first equation, x minus y plus 1 equal to 0. Basically, to represent any graph, you need just 3 coordinates. Well, 2 coordinates can give you a line, straight line. But if you draw 3, it's more than enough. More than 3 points are not required. So once I took x0, when I took x0, the corresponding value of y minus y plus 1 will be 0. So y will be equal to 1. When I took y0, then the value of x is coming minus 1. Third case I took x as 1, 1 plus 1, 2. So the value of y is 2. Fine. Now let's plot these points first. x0, y1. x0, y1 is this point. Then x minus 1, y0. x minus 1 is here and y is 0. So this is the point. Third, x1, y2. x1, y2 lies here. So we have obtained 3 points. Now with these 3 points we can draw a straight line. Clear? So this line represents x minus y plus 1 equal to 0. This line is the graph of equation x minus y plus 1 equal to 0. Now let's come to the second equation. Again I have made the table for you. I'll quickly explain it. When you take x0, this whole term becomes 0. So the value of y is 6. When you take y0, this whole term becomes 0. So 3x will be minus 12, or the value of x will come 4. Third value I have taken the value of x as 2. You can take any value depending on your choice, but try taking preferably a small value so it's convenient for you to plot. Third value I have taken 2 for x. So 2 3s are 6. 6 minus 12 we get minus 6. So the value of y comes out to be 3. Now let's plot them. First point, x0, y6. x0, y6 will be this point. Second point, x4, y0. x4, y0 is this point. Next, third point, x2, y3. x2 and y3 will lie somewhere here. Okay. So we have obtained 3 points. Now join them. Fine. So we have obtained 2 lines. Now this line represents the graph of 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. Okay, this is your exactly one solution or a unique solution which will obtain. The lines are intersecting. Second case, the second part of the question, that is, find the area made by the two lines with the x-axis. The two lines, and this is your x-axis, the horizontal line. This is the triangle formed. So we have to find the area of this triangle. So when we obtain the graph, we find that the point of intersection is coming 2, 3, and area of the triangle will be half into base into height. So half, base is 5 units plus 4 along x-axis right hand side and 1 unit on the left. So total 5 units becomes the base and the height is 3 units. So half into base into height, 15 by 2, that is 7.5 square units. And the three coordinates or the three vertices of the triangle are minus 1, 0, 2, 3 and 4, 0. Just in case if the question demands find the area of the triangle formed by the lines and the y-axis, then in that situation triangle formed by the lines and y-axis will be this one. Triangle formed by the lines and y-axis. This is your triangle formed by the lines and x-axis. Any queries? Please comment.